Sorry about that. I had started I started a previous read. So freaking uncomfortable. And then I went to go fix something and it started over. So therefore I'm starting over. I want to talk about readers in general when it comes to prophets, when it comes to psychic abilities, when it comes to people in general when they talk about spiritual. Let's just stick with, hi, you're still at work. Oh, me? I'm still at work. Me or you? You're still at work. Anywho, this is going to be really brief. I'm not feeling well, but I feel the need to kind of get on real quick and chat. And I've had this conversation on the other channel. Okay, so when it comes to prophets, when it comes to predictions, when it comes to things like that, me personally, on my other channels, I didn't even want to bring spirituality into this in a way, but there's been things along the way I predicted horrible things, and it's just, it is what it is, but I consider myself a messenger. There's a lot of energies out there that consider themselves prophets. They have certain abilities, and we do have abilities. But what I'm seeing right now on YouTube with certain particular readers going back to, remember, I found this prediction and I found that prediction. And there was this one particular reader that mentioned kind of over and over about the coronavirus and all sorts of stuff. And, he or she felt the need to repeat it multiple times to let her followers know that she's also a prophet and all these other things, okay? This is the thing that's starting to bother me, because I feel like people are on their fucking high horses and taking credit for something you shouldn't be taking credit for. I predicted quite a few things, and it's nothing I gloat about. It's nothing I try to remind my followers about, because I have another channel where I do tarot. Okay, so it's just one of those things where we are messengers. Okay, people want to be known as a prophet and put themselves out there. Put themselves out there as a prophet. That's fine. But what people don't understand is to take the credit for information that's given to you in different ways, spiritual, different forms of however it is you channel, whether you hear, whether you're a medium, whether you're a psychic, whether, it doesn't really matter. The point being is that I've noticed a few times on YouTube just today, with me wanting to just kind of like scroll and listen to like some things and talk about listen to some things on me personally on my own YouTube. And I keep coming across, remember when you predicted this and we predicted that? And guys, let me just make this clear. We are messengers. All right. We're doing, whether it's our job or somebody else's job, or we were destined to do this job, we chose this job. It doesn't really matter how you look at it or how we kind of got to where we need to be. The problem is that just so many people wanting to take credit for them predicting things. And the problem I'm having with this, and I've had this conversation with my followers on the other channel plenty of times with readers. The problem I'm seeing, and it's just a prime example of this industry and why it needs to be restructured, because you have followers saying, oh, look, this popped up on my read, this popped up on my page, yada, yada, years ago. when you predicted this, and then they're taking that comment and they're reposting it for everybody else to see, that it's basically saying like, hey, look at me, I'm a prophet, I'm good at what I do, you should listen to me, I'm not going to steer you wrong, I'm legit, I'm yada yada yada. That's the problem I have, okay? Because that's basically sucking in followers, and making it seem like that's my story. And I know a lot of people want to be like, all right, well, but it is my story, Court, and this, not, well, it's your story. You want to know why it's your story? Because we all come here with lessons. There's so many things in life when it comes to lessons and stories and situations and the fun times, the good times. We're always going to be able to relate, because there's only so much. As a process to the Matrix, there's a process to life, there's a process when you go through journeys, when you follow through with certain stuff, when you say this, you say that, whatever the case may be. So I get it. We can relate, and you can relate to the stories, but you got to know where to draw the line. You got to know, is it their thought? Is it your thought? Because you have readers that would be like, well, your guides are saying this and this person is saying that. And, if certain followers are going to get held up in that energy, then so be it, right? That's on them. I guess everybody has a place. Everybody has a job, whether it's the light, the dark, however you want to look at it. Right now, we're using that example because we're talking about tarot. We're talking about the other channel. So I do notice, I don't know whether I firmly believe in transits and certain stuff, and when things follow through, politics, all that, so I don't know what everything is right this second, but I have noticed, I'd say probably like 3 readers with me just wanting to scroll on YouTube myself to just kind of see what's out there and just relax, because I'm not feeling great. And all these, people talking about, remember the time about this or that, and these readers just want to keep putting it out there. It's almost like sucking other people in. It's like, hit the like button. It's about generation. It's about, not generation. What do they say? It's about reciprocation, yada, yada, yada. That's a whole nother conversation I've had on the other channel as well. So just remember, guys, readers, prophets, however you want to look at somebody, we're messengers. That's all we are. It doesn't make us better at our jobs. I find it aggravating when I'm seeing reader after reader, certain things, keep putting it out there on blast as if like, look at me, look what I can do. I'm here for you. I got you. Yada, yada, yada. That's the problem I have right now. Again, if I look at this in a spiritual way, it's like the light and the dark, and you are where you're supposed to be in life on your journey. Okay. But just because people can predict things, or, I just feel like, why put it out there as if like we're really good at what we do, or we have to keep reminding people we're really good at like what we do. I think when it comes to being a prophet, and when it comes to being certain things and going in certain directions, I think the real beauty is when you take that and you utilize it and you save people. You work with humanity, you work with the collective, you work for your belief because you believe in it, heart and soul type energy, right? Not, let's just keep putting it out there and reminding everybody that I predicted this and I predicted that and yada, yada, yada. We're fucking messengers. That's what we are. Okay? Prophets. Messengers. Well, we're doing spirit's job. Did we agree to do this job at some point? Probably, that we would come in and be that person for whatever time period we're that person for. Notre Dame. There's so many prophets that go back, way back. You know what I mean? Again, guys, we're messengers. But this day and age, people want to take it and they want to run with it. And then they kind of hook you in regards to, well, that's kind of my story. I just experienced this, and I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna be raw and get straight to the point, and yada yada yada. Like, tarot is just not what it was. Not it was never designed to be used as entertainment. And legally, we're in the entertainment industry. That's the box we would check. You know what I mean? For entertainment and for entertainment purposes only. Yada yada. That's bullshit too, but it is what it is, and everybody has their beliefs. But I think when we can have prophets and we can have people who predict things, and we can utilize it in a better way to help humanity, to bring it to attention to the right people, to certain people, and not just gloat and put it out there. To me, there's readers that are just out there gloating, and sucking people in that way. And it's okay. If you're going to fall victim to that, you're going to fall victim for that. But I need you guys to kind of wake up a little bit when it comes to the spiritual industry and how people are putting things out there. Why are they not giving their guides or their spirits or, credit for these messages? And then you get all these people and all these followers. You're so good at what you do. I'm so glad I came across you, yada, yada, yada. And we're doing our job. The ones that are really here to really help the collective and are really, really conscious of what's actually happening when we see these things on YouTube, and as we just kind of scroll, we can see what's happening. A lot of people are not seeing it. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I had a really bad day. I want to go listen to my reader. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's just shit like that. And you rely on these people, and it could also become very addicting at the same time, very addictive, where you rely on certain people and you rely on certain messages, and sometimes you forget who you are and you get lost in that energy, and you're hoping for a good read and you're hoping for that. And I just noticed these readers and certain readers, but I am here for you, and I am here to help the collective, and I want what's best for you. So I'm gonna be real with you. You don't want to be with this person. You want to keep on, working on yourself, yada, yada. They preach shit like that. But yet the next day they're doing a reading in regards to, when will you hear from your soulmate? What does your soulmate want to tell you? And they're totally contradicting themselves. And I don't think people are seeing this, picking up on this. It's not clicking. You keep going back to the same reader. How many times you want to be upset with the reading because something's not coming into fruition, and then you're blaming yourself or other people, and then you have a little pity party, and then you eventually come back to it. You distance yourself, and then you come back to it. And some could be like, oh, well, you're calling yourself out when it comes to certain stuff. No, not really. I'm not that type of reader. You know what I mean? I'm not. I work with karma. I work with different things. It's not like that, like happily ever after, and your person's coming in and this and that. No, we learn hard lessons. And we learn to live with our mistakes, and we learn how to accept things, and we learn, about ourselves, and it's a different type of process, and I'm not saying this is all readers. I'm just saying there's a majority of readers are out there that are like, I'm going to be honest and raw with you. How honest are they getting with themselves when, a spirit thinks I should do this, or, it's not up to me. It's up to spirit on, whether, if we get a certain amount of likes, how many likes when there's so many people watching, and when we're going to shut it off because there's not enough likes, and then you're going to take it to membership, so you're going to take it to Patreon. I've had this conversation. If I can find these conversations, I'll post it in this video below, but it's just, it keeps happening. It's a never ending cycle. It's not going to stop. It's just it is what it is. I just think a lot of people are going to start noticing things like that, or bringing up things. Oh, this happened this time, and yada, yada, yada. We all have influencers, or the people that we look up to, adore, whatever the case may be for people. But I just keep seeing through so much shit, and it just needs to be brought to you guys' attention. So again, if your readers out there telling you, or readers, or whoever you're listening to, more or less, if they're taking the credit, you know what I mean? Like, they're not vibing at a high conscious level like you think they are, or you think they are, or you're gonna, well, we'll just leave it at that. Like, how you think they are, and how this person has helped you through XYZ. And I'm just sitting back wondering at how are they helping you? I know there's certain people that actually help, and then there's others that just kind of like read this story and you fall right into it, because we all experience very similar things, just in different ways, whether it's a feeling or a thought, however it is, we all experience it. It's reciprocal. Just, it's a cycle. It's what we do. It's matrix. So I don't know. I guess I just felt the need to bring it over to this channel and talk about it on this channel. So just be careful who you're listening to, and why you're listening to that person, and what state of mind are you in? How conscious are you of what you're listening to, what you're hearing, how are you taking it in? Because we get lost in stuff like this. And clearly there's another wave coming in with this bullshit. I mentioned the virus before the virus came out. I mentioned a lot of things. I predicted a lot of things. Tsunamis, things that come into fruition, they're awful. But I don't constantly remind you guys, like, you should listen to me. I have the best advice in the whole entire world. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay? I don't take credit for that. Nobody should be taking credit for any type of message that comes from spirit or a different realm. Notre Dame, all that, like, he was getting his messages. He was getting his messengers through his guides, or his abilities, and whatever he was channeling at the time, right? It's, again, we're just the messenger. That's all we are. And there's so many people out there taking credit for spirit's work. And I just think it's pretty freaking shitty, and pretty freaking annoying, to be quite fucking honest with you. But that's just my opinion, and it's just, keeps happening, and then all the followers jumping on the bandwagon. I'm so glad I found you, and yada, yada, yada. And can't save everybody, but that's a given. But prophets are messengers. We don't get to take credit. And thank you, and like, what the fuck? I just find it very annoying you know, and then you repost, oh, well, this person found that. Remember when we were talking about that? Or, you know, remember when, you know, I predicted something with the plane and then Kobe went down and blah, blah. There's all different readers, all different things, right? But like, what, like, it doesn't prove anything, guys. I guess my mind is just kind of telling me, like, why are we not taking certain knowledge and putting it out there and helping people, like, before it happens, versus, or, you know, taking certain precautions? How come we're not getting more intel from spirit or this and that to follow through with more messages to help, versus taking the spotlight for it, as these readers are just kind of like gloating. In a way, to me, it's like gloating. How many times you going to say you predicted something? How many times you going to put it out there? People are going to still comment on stuff, but you as the reader is still reposting it as if you still need fucking acknowledgement. You're not the fucking queen bee. You're not fucking Prince Henry. Like, I'm just beginning to find it extremely fucking annoying that there's a lot of people wanting to take credit for spirit's fucking work. It's spirit's work. We're just messengers. Our inner wisdom, our abilities, the way we listen to our intuition, our own consciousness, seeing what other readers are putting out there. Things like that. I've been saying since I started YouTube, I felt bad for kind of like shitting on other readers, and I would say it to you guys all the time. I'm like, I feel so bad talking about this or that, and it's like part of my job or something to see this shit, to see through people. And they are legitimately delivering the messages. But I think what people are not seeing is the fact that they're taking credit for something. And it's, why are they taking credit? Congratulations, you delivered a message. How about, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you for whoever is helping me through this journey to deliver these messages to the collective. How about those type of thank yous? Instead of these readers taking all this credit for just being a messenger. Like, where's people's higher consciousness when it comes to this? Why are we not giving credit to where credit is deserved? Why are we giving credit to the readers that are gloating? You know, see, a lot of acknowledgement. It's not them, and they're just the vessel. Yeah, so I mean, you know, and I'm starting to see it, a lot more of it the last couple of days. And it's just, I'm trying not to let it get the best of me. You know, because I've had these conversations with you guys on my other channel. But again, say I'm just laying in bed not feeling too great and just seeing what's out there, and it's like, oh, here we go again. You know, taking the credit for spirit's work. So I just think it's pretty shitty. And and it makes me think, like, again, you have all these followers and it's my story of this and that, and it just makes me wonder, like, how conscious are these readers? Are they really here to help humanity? Are they, though? Or when they say they're here to help you, are they? Are they, or are they taking the credit as being that person for you, that influencer for you, that go-to person? It's bullshit. And this is why the industry has to be restructured. And, it's every year, when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to visualization, when it comes to shit like that, guys, like, you'll just find another new guru that has the money to blast and market themselves out there, and they're pitching you the same shit, but all they're doing is tweaking it. So no one's really finding fucking solutions here. That's the problem to me. Whether you're supposed to be in the light and the dark, it doesn't matter. Everybody makes their fucking choices, and you will be where you're meant to be at. But when I see continuously things of just like readers fucking gloating that they predicted this, they predicted that, and is that you guys is like reassurance of you're listening to the right person? Because I feel like you're just getting sucked into a fucking vortex where you don't want to be. Vortex. Where you don't want to be, but like, again, everyone will be where they're supposed to be. So, I mean, it is what it is. I find it a shame that I'm just seeing it more and more. And like I said, if I could find that one video that I posted in regards to this, I kind of was angry in the video because it's just disappointing. And it's happening again. I will post the link if I can find it. And I just felt the need to come onto this channel, I guess, and really talk about it. Just giving you a prime example, A lot of people will call people prophets or psychics. Oh, there's 2 sits. I'm still getting sits at my age, guys. Call themselves psychics and prophets and this and that. And no wonder why people look at it as being like a joke when it comes to certain stuff, because nobody is restructuring what needs to be restructured right now in regards to this kind of stuff. So I'm hoping there's going to be more people like me when it comes to like really talking about certain stuff and being more aware and conscious. Who are you listening to? Who influences your thoughts? Who are you into? So I don't know. I just thought it was worth mentioning again because I find it extremely annoying. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Especially for those who really like tarot and really are trying to find their way into life, find their way on their journey. Like, some people get pulled to tarot, some people get pulled to this, they get pulled to God, somebody gets pulled to something when something happens in their life, right? I'm just using this as a prime example. But again, knowing I have another tarot channel, I get how it happens and how things fall into place for people, but we're messengers. We shouldn't be taking the credit for Spirit's job. It's, congratulations, you're doing your job as a light worker, you're doing your job as a tarot reader to bring stuff like this to other people's attention. So how much higher are they actually vibing? Like, because my consciousness, like the awareness of kind of like what's going down. And I'm sure a lot of people see it just like when it comes to politics and other stuff, and everyone wants to run their mouths and judge and talk shit about this and talk shit about that, but nobody does fucking shit. But you got no problem running your fucking mouth when it comes to, you know, one way or the other. But are you brave enough to get on a free fucking platform and voice your fucking opinion? Even though everybody fucking knows how it goes, but nobody's out here fucking doing it. Or there's, no, I'm not going to say there's nobody out here doing it. There's not enough people out here doing it. Because they can't do what they want to do because of their own fear or whatever, you know, in their life is stopping them from doing it. But they got no problem running their mouth at the dinner table. It's a, you know, running their mouth with a friend, having certain discussions. You know, we hear it all the time. You could be at a restaurant and overhear somebody else's fucking conversation. It's same conversation on the news, same conversation on at the dinner table. Everybody gets together around Thanksgiving or Christmas, and it's all, God, I hope nobody talks about fucking politics, yada, 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 you know, because everyone's fucking opinionated. But we have all these fucking free platforms for people to, you know, give their opinion to enlighten other people. How many readers out there are enlightening the community? Or how many are just falling into the trap? Because tarot wasn't meant for you to know what your fucking boyfriend's doing or what your ex is doing, or if they're waiting for you, or who's coming and who's that. And half the people that fucking listen can't even, you know, oh my God, is she talking about me? Is he talking about he must be she must be talking about me. The fuck, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the shitty fucking thing that people do in the fucking matrix because they're not conscious of anything else. Where's your fucking higher consciousness? Are you thinking for yourself? Because they just want to jump the gun and be like, well, you're talking about me. You know how many people I've had in my fucking past? I know you were fucking talking about me. The fuck? I was not even fucking talking about you. And then there's certain times if I am talking about you and I can relate to it, I'm not going to call you out by fucking name, but I'm going to own it. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I did use you as a fucking example. But half the time, I'm not even thinking of these fucking people, and people holding fucking grudges and being like, this chick's talking about me and our fucking story. No, actually, I'm not. It's just shit that fucking goes down on an everyday fucking basis because people remain in the fucking matrix. So God forbid, you know, gotta be fucking talking about me. Okay. Because I want to be calling myself out like that. I mean, I call myself out on a lot of stuff anyway, but no, I didn't fall asleep. I'm awake. Why? What's up? Well, it sounds just like our story. Well, anybody can put themselves in that fucking story because it's the fucking matrix, and you haven't passed that lesson. You haven't passed you have not passed go. Hold on. Sorry. Hi. I don't know. I don't know. What's the paper say? Well, you took it in January, I believe. It's right, still on that piece of paper? Dear Lord, I have no idea. No, because I remember saying like when originally when you had to go back to retest, there was like a 6 to 8 week wait. We were all like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got to wait that long. So, okay. So yeah, I wouldn't, to me, you didn't miss it. when it comes to I think it's been longer than that. Yeah, I don't know. Call them and wait on hold. All right. Yeah, try to look it up through text message first. Mm-hmm. All right, I love you. Okay, yeah. Oh, damn. You missed it again? I don't know. You're gonna have to call the DNB. I know, don't stress over it. Make the phone call. What? Love you, bye. Poor me, I'm so frustrated. I can't even cross my legs. But, people are like, oh, you want to run your mouth, blah, 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 blah. I'm not fucking running my fucking mouth. If I'm talking about it as if like I'm running my mouth, it's because I've experienced it and I'm explaining to you guys, don't get caught up in shit like that. It's not fucking worth it. I'm not running my mouth when it comes to other fucking people. I'm not a rotten fucking human being. And when I call fucking people out, I call them out. And you guys fucking know that. I got no problem fucking calling you out. I don't got to beat around the fucking mulberry bush and fucking... No. That's not me. If I bite my own tongue, I tell you, I bit my own fucking tongue. It's not your fucking story. Those are people that are caught up in the fucking matrix, caught up in jealousy, caught up in revenge, caught up in fucking resentment, caught up in all this other fucking shit because their priorities are fucking ass backwards, or they don't want to tackle their fucking feels or take or accept, if somebody accepts accountability for something, then that's basically saying that they were wrong and their ego got the best of them and this and that. And there's a lot of people that don't want to fucking accept that shit either. So I'm just like over it. So this is what I say, like when the industry needs to be restructured, because you got all these people running to like all these readers or getting reads on people. And it's just, well, like I said, with all these fucking predictions, fucking nerve pain like that, all these fucking predictions, and look at me like I'm fucking gloating and let me fucking repost because somebody found my story. Well, I predicted fucking awful fucking things too, but I'm not here fucking gloating and telling you I'm your fucking reader and you better fucking listen to me. And it doesn't fucking work like that. If it's your story, get the fuck out of it. Because when I get heated like that, you don't want to be in that story. If you're in that story, you're not fucking learning when it comes to certain shit. It's not me running my mouth. It's wake the fuck up. This has nothing to do with you. Where's your, how conscious of you, of where you're at in your own fucking life, instead of projecting shit onto other fucking people. I could take one fucking scenario, one story that I've told many a times on the other channel when it comes to tarot. Many a fucking times, okay? And I can have 5 people be like, that's our story. But it's not. It's not. It's the collectives. It's the energy that's out there. Oh, you got to be talking about me. You got to be talking about this because I just broke up with yada yada, or this is going on. And it's like, that's the collective energy. That has to do with planets. And so I just think people need to be a little more fucking out there, a little more, like sit back for a minute and be like, is it my story? And if it is my story, how do I fix that story? Hi. Possibly. And she could. I know. The only way to figure this out, though, is to call the DNB or to literally go there and show up. So, well, you just find out when your appointment is and you say, this is what I was told. You know? I don't know. You sure that's not the day you took the written? You sure that wasn't your original date? Hold on. Hello? Hello? This is... a service to have my medication delivered. No. Just leave everything as is, please. Sounds wonderful. Perfect. Oh, very welcome. Bye. Dear fucking Lord. Let me just call this one back so I can finish my conversation. Hey, sorry. Yeah, okay. Are you situated? I'm sorry. I'm on YouTube too. What did you figure out? Okay, so yep, that was probably it. You missed it. They messed up. You didn't see it on the paperwork. So just I don't know. Just we got to call, make another appointment, figure out what's going on, or go into the DNB before work tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Love you, bye. Reason for everything, right? Walgreens. Would you like to pick up all of your medicine at like the same date? The same day? Each month? Just make it easy for you, less trips to fucking Walgreens? No? Why? What if I get a new prescription? Do I have to wait 13 days to get it? That's just gonna fuck everything up. Anyhow. But my newbies. You're just watching this. I'll always pick up the phone for the children. But I thought it was the doctors. But it was Walgreens. So, anywho, everybody wants to say it's their freaking story. You know, well, you were talking about me. It wasn't, though. It wasn't. You know? So. And then you got people that sit back and be like, oh, kind of sounds like me. But that part doesn't sound like me. But it probably is me. Maybe she's seeing someone else. How about you just click off my fucking channel and go do what it is you fucking do, or go about your fucking day and stop listening to my fucking channel then. And that's just me calling out people who probably are watching me, and the ones that watch that shouldn't be watching, or because you think it's your fucking story. Not your fucking story. So, anywho. Or you can all just, continue to watch the same fucking reader that talks about the same shit every fucking time, or this person's coming into your fucking life. And how many people have been disappointed? How many people, raise your fucking hand, have been disappointed with a fucking reader on YouTube because this person's coming in, this person coming in. You wasted fucking 2 years of your fucking life waiting for this person, or trying to manifest this fucking person, or thinking, oh my God, is it time? Raise your hand. Nothing's changing. Like, until you're like in the fucking dumps, or you hit fucking rock bottom and you fucking snap out of it, is when you realize, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit. It's just like you have another fucking epiphany, or XYZ, or, whatever lesson you have to freaking learn, or whatever it is you need to take accountability. There's some people that will never take accountability ever. And they'll take what it is to the fucking grave, or they won't do this, or they won't do that because other people won't fucking approve, and you're dealing with fucking people pleasers. Or if they do come back around, it's for the wrong fucking reasons, because they want to see if they can still fucking manipulate. You got all this energy. Not everybody fucking changes because time has gone by. Not everybody ages gracefully. Not every, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I'm tired of this industry getting a bad rep because, people are just trying to make a quick fucking dollar, or whatever the case may be when it comes to, readings, or, I know you can fucking bank money. I did all that. Been there, done that. It was fucking exhausting. It made me want to quit fucking YouTube. So it's just the energy out there, and I'm tired of like the real people and the genuine people that are actually predicting things, guys, are prophets. They're doing their job, but they're not taking credit. But what I'm seeing right now, though, it is like all these readers taking credit for their fucking predictions. Oh yeah, remember when you talked about that, and then that happened, or that happened, and you talked about, you saw a house getting fucking raided, and something about Trump, and blah 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 blah, and then next thing you know, in the fucking world and news of fucking politics, this house got raided, but like, so fucking what? Like, that shit's gonna happen. I could say this politician or that politician. I mean, how many times did I say, okay, well, there's a dictator that's going to be dead within 48 hours. And then there was a dictator dead in 48 hours. Did I come back and fucking gloat? Or the fucking tsunami that killed thousands of people that I predicted and warned? Did I come back and gloat? Or the virus? Did I come back and gloat? That doesn't make me special in the sense of like, okay, well, she really knows that she's talking about this and that. That's not what makes me special. That's not a gift is a gift, but a gift of prophecy or something like that is to only help humanity. And if it's not helping humanity, it's just, there's a lot I want to look into that when it comes to that too, and how things interpreted when it comes to that. But right now I'm just seeing like the gloating, and it's more, again, it's tarot, so it's pulling in readers, darker light. So again, this channel really doesn't have anything to do with that. So I guess I really don't have to like really get into it like that, but you just got to start using your own fucking brain. It doesn't mean that that's your reader. It doesn't mean that that's your fucking story, or, you should really be listening to this person because, they have this ability. So and some of this sounds right. But when these people sit the fuck back and really think about, did that person come in? Did your life change? Did you go in that direction? Did you get that new car? Did you go on that trip? Think about it. None of that shit comes into fruition, but yet it's your story. That's the fucking problem. When it's got to click for you guys. It's got to click where it's like, okay, maybe this isn't my story. Or maybe, it's somebody else's story and we're going through like a similar thing. Or what about all the readers that, this person's just going through like hardship in life and don't worry, they'll be back. Does that fucking benefit you too? Where does that get you? Nowhere. Highs and lows, ups and downs. You're sad, you're happy. So people are getting caught up in the energy. They're getting caught up in the energy. Again, it is what it is. I literally just came on because I was just laying in bed and I was just like, let's just see what's on fucking YouTube. And I saw 3 fucking readers gloating about something they supposedly prophesized. And got all these other followers jumping on the fucking bandwagon on, oh my God, I forgot. Yeah, but remember when you mentioned this and you mentioned this? It is, things like on my channel, things are going to play out. They can make sense. It can be a story with stuff like that because I'm very realistic about the fucking reads. I'm not telling you the love of your life is around the fucking corner. I'm not telling you this, and this. It's karma. We're getting through karma. We're healing. We're doing things like that. The right people are going to enter your life at the right time. And that doesn't mean that that's your person and it's meant to be and that's your forever. No, it could be your fucking comic. And it's your time to work on shadow work on karma, work on shit like that. So all these people out there gloating that they're prophets and they can predict this and they predict that. If they're not giving spirit credit, there's a big fucking problem there. We're doing our job as messengers. We agreed to do it. And we're seeing it through. Hi.
Hi.
How was your day?
Fine.
Awesome. So, you guys are probably going to start noticing things like that. Off and on. So, but I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And cheer up. And careful who you watch or who you listen to. Or, we don't necessarily need to say, like, careful, but do yourself a favor and sit back and look at something differently. Say you love listening to this person, or you're addicted to, like, the 5 o'clock news or whatever. Just do yourself a favor. Sit back and look at something differently. That's all. Just do yourself a favor. Not anybody else, not your family member, not your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. Do yourself a favor and look at something differently. Why? Why do you like this person? Because it's been right about X, Y, Z. God forbid he was ever wrong. He or she. You know what I mean?
Why are you just sitting here quiet?
I don't know. Wrapping up YouTube.
With your face?
With my face. But it's the other channel. It's not the regular channel. So, all right, well, I'm wrapping it up. Sit. Have a seat.
No, I'm freaking annoyed.
So, anyway, like I said, you do yourself a favor and just kind of like sit back and look at something a little differently. We all have to grow in life. We all have to evolve. Things can't stay the same. And if you think they can stay the same, then you're not going to get too far. And that's the truth. We want to evolve. We want things to change. You got to learn how to adapt, how to take accountability. You got to know when to like really use that brain. And be like, what are they trying to say? Stuff like that. Why am I stuck? Why am I in this situation? Why, stuff like that. Do yourself a favor. I'll be back. Love you. Bye. You're welcome. Love you. Bye. Again, we are messengers. Okay? We don't need a pat on the shoulder for doing our job. It's what we agreed to do because we love humanity. That's what it boils down to. Okay? So it is what it is. Love you guys. Bye.